How's it going, guys? That Texan Collector here, and today we're going to be looking at this new in box 1988 Dayton 9-inch oscillating fan. This is one of the first fans I ever bought off of eBay for a pretty good price. It is basically mint in the box. This fan is in very, very nice shape, visually speaking, because cosmetically it does have the iconic 9-inch oscillating fan bearing knock and all that clatter going on, but fan is still in very nice shape. I guess we'll show the box first before the fan while it's still here. I think these Dayton boxes are really cool. It's a model 4C523E. I have a comparison video I'm probably going to make after this one, comparing this one to my other 9-inch Dayton fan I have, and it's a 4C523F, so just two slightly different model numbers. Box is pretty basic. I don't know if that's the date, because the fan is dated from 1988, but the box has this code. I don't know if it's just assembly line codes or anything, but I'll do my best. I guess I can move the fan somewhere out of the way temporarily. Sneak peek, that's coming in the future. So basically, here's the box. It was opened when I got it, but you have your dividers right here just to help the fan. Here's the info sheet. Could be in better shape, but don't tear it, please. There we go. Instructions manual. It tells you how to assemble the fan and everything. It's really cool. Has the CFM rating and the RPM. Only 0.8 amps, 50 watts on high and low speed. On 20 volts, 60 hertz. Well, that's a lie. It's actually not it's not actually 90 degrees. They all say in the boxes, but it has a limited warranty tag right here. You can always pause if you want to sit and read through this. At some point I'll make a scan. When I make the post on it, I'll just add it to the post. I do have a scanner on the back, which is really cool. I guarantee there's none still out there, but it actually has a replacement parts list you can actually buy from Dayton, which I think is pretty cool. I wonder if any of these parts are out there remaining at all somewhere in some warehouse or in someone's collection. That would be really cool to see. Yeah, it has a full schematic of everything in the fan, down to every fastener, every nut, everything. Pretty cool. And then that's basically it in the box. The original shipping plastic is in here too, which I thought was pretty neat. I just keep it in the box so it doesn't get accidentally thrown away. I would disassemble this fan and keep it in the box, but the issue is, which I'll show you on the fan. Get in there, I'll fix it after. I tend to keep this fan assembled only because when I did do the initial assembly out of the box, the blade was an absolute disaster to get onto the shaft. I don't know if it just sat in storage so long, it just kind of shrunk, or the plastic just got hard. I didn't want to risk breaking it, especially since it's new in box, so I'm probably just going to leave it assembled for a pretty long time. It did come in one of those little baggies in the box, all 5 of its clips. I just put the extra 5th one on there, even when it's not needed, just so I don't lose it, and it just stays with the fan. Even though I do like having spares, I actually have a little miniature box of spare clips for these Lasco fans, which is pretty nice to have. If you look on eBay, if you keep a saved search on eBay, they will pop up. If you just have, like, say, Lasco fan replacement parts or something along those lines, they will pop up. And I've actually been lucky twice to get packs of clips But it would be pretty cool. I know there's certain collectors, when I last went to the fan meet up in Pennsylvania last year in 2024, there was a collector with a 3D printer that was experimenting making these. So it'd be pretty cool if we can actually have brand new cage clips for these fans, since it's pretty common for them to be missing. But I'll quit yapping. We'll go ahead and start it up. After I briefly show the fan, it is in beautiful, beautiful shape compared to my other one, which you'll see in the comparison video. This one being slightly older, I don't know if it's just different colors or this is what the colors are supposed to be, but the blade is a darker tone, and a lot of the accents are darker toned, which I'll go into further in the comparison video. But do know, as I was saying, oddly enough, unfortunately, even though this was new in box and it was perfect, it does suffer really bad from the bearing knock on high. But it also, I think this blade is very, very, very slightly off balance, so it vibrates a lot on high speed. I don't really use it much on high, but go ahead and start up on low. Nice with a low speed. I don't know if you're able to tell, but you might be able to hear it. Some bearing noise on low. I'd actually see this one being a candidate to be rebuilt. Like the bearings repacked and everything, full serviced. Because it'd be really nice if it would, and being in this nice of shape, it'd be really cool if the bearings were just dead silent. It'd really fit the form of this fan, basically. Here's high, sound warning. Yeah, it seems to be a vibration issue with that blade. I don't know if you're able to tell. Yeah, it's just vibrating away. Yeah, it gets a little bit bad, but and off. But I really like this fan. This is probably my cleanest 9-inch Lasco I have. Obviously, because it's new in the box, basically, or meant with the box, I guess you could say, because of the bearings and the I'm losing my speech here. The blade vibration, sorry. But other than that, it's in really nice shape. So that's really it. I know this video was a bit longer just because it's a fan with the box, so it's always going to be a bit longer because you have to show the box and everything. At least I like to. So that's really it. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.